it can be more time for the hoochie coochie. You feel me?
So for how long will that happen? So it become a serious concern
until you start contributing to the kids' needs as well. Because men just think that they have to contribute.
But we're not saying our bad men are not contributing to the kids.
We're not saying that. I'm saying that if you want more time, because usually in a sexless marriage, the reason it's sexless is because somebody's exhausted. Somebody's exhausted. And somebody's exhausted to the point to where they're either exhausted entirely or they're exhausted mentally, to where now they're probably going out of the home and getting what they're not getting from home. They're getting it from outside of the home. And that's why I say a lot of marriage
outside of the home. So a lady that's felt tired doing all these things, that doesn't want to have intimacy or have sex with her husband, can go out there and still get the same thing that she don't want to give the husband.
It's the same with men. Ain't that what men do?
That is not real now. That is what the sexless marriage is causing. That is what they call breakup. And that is why I ask you, for how long will it happen? Because you know it will lead to cheating. At what point does that sexless marriage push someone towards cheating? Because you are not going to. At what point?
To me, a man after 30 days, because men and women are different when it comes to sex. Men want sex more than women do. If you really ask a majority of women, men want sex more than women do.
So, communication plays a big role in a relationship.
It always plays a role.
Then why do you think that many couples struggle to openly talk about their sexual needs?
Because they don't really want to tell their mate what they really like. They don't really want to tell their mate that they really like men. That's why you don't find them communicating about sex. That's why you will see two people have sex the same way for years. And then, I'm telling you, for years,
they will have sex what do they call it, missionary?
The same way
doggies,
for years.
No side coochies.
But then, when she come across...
No bend down the rain.
But when she come across the other woman... He flipping her up and side and down and in and out. You know why? Yeah. Because she's fulfilling what he's scared to tell his woman at home that he really liked.
Then why are you always pushing it to men? What of women?
Because
those women...
I'm not saying women don't, but majority, and we're going to say statistically, and it's statistically shown, men ruin a marriage more than women with infidelity.
Why is that what we're told?
You have a computer right in front of you, sir.
What are you talking statistically?
Statistically, statistically, look it up yourself. How many marriages are ruined because of a man's lack of disability with his genitals? Look it up. Look how many men got kids.
So who are the men cheating with? Why are you putting it on men? Who are these men cheating with?
What you mean?
Who are they cheating? If you said that men ruin marriage,
they're cheating with women. But this the thing.
So what are they cheating? They are cheating with animals, or they are cheating with
This the thing. When you marry, that is not even supposed to be a subject for you anymore. Mm-hmm. Women outside of the marriage. Mm-hmm. So it's either one of the two. Either if you're going outside of your marriage for sex, you're either going to a woman or a man, right? Mm-hmm. Unless you just in some totally freaky like animals. But that's what I'm saying. Where are you going? Usually men that go outside their marriage, what are they going to? Another woman or a secret affair.
So a woman going outside the marriage, are they going to another woman or what?
Some of them might go to another woman. Some of them might go to another man. What I'm saying, the question that was asked is statistically shown, men are the one who usually step outside of the marriage first. That's what I'm saying. And that's what causes sexless marriage. Because my thing is this. If I'm in a marriage with a man and I find out, I don't care how much counseling that we get, and I find out that my husband is cheating outside the marriage, Do you think he communicating with me that he's using contraceptives?
Yeah,
do you think he's communicating with me?
Yeah, I can be.
That he's using contraceptives? Most people don't. That's why you always find men that have all of these outside babies.
Because they struggle to communicate.
And they don't use contraceptives. You only get babies without contraceptives. That's the only way you get babies. Without contraceptives. So that means now you're outside of your marriage. That's wrong already. You done already conceived another child. Then how do you feel that, is that fair that you come back to this woman that has no clue of what you're doing outside the home and you having sex with her unprotectedly as well? Is that fair?
What are you talking? We are talking about communication.
That is communicating.
If they don't communicate, then she went outside.
Is that not communicating? Is that not communicating? I'm having sex outside of the marriage. People don't want to have it. I'm having sex outside of the marriage. I'm coming home and I'm having sex with you unprotectedly because I'm having sex with her unprotectedly. Is people having those conversations? No, they're not. No, they're not. So what is that? Lack of communication, right?
It's lack of communication.
I know, because there's no communication at all.
But once I know that if you can't communicate with your man, tell your man or your lady your styles, your do whatever, then you started to abstain from your responsibility. That is what brings the sexless.
How can you possibly tell your man? We're gonna use this scenario first. Okay. How can you possibly tell your man that you like women licking your kuntus, your vagina? Just like how can a man tell his woman that he liked the caressing of another man? How you sit and have that conversation?
But one thing about the real thing is this, let's be real. If you want to get it right, like if you go to your lawyer, do you have to lie to your lawyer? That is the lack of communication that brings this sexlessness. You understand? When you go to Rome, you behave like Romans, as they say. You come to America, you behave like Americans. If I got you, I said I married you. If I can't tell you what I need on that doesn't mean shit.
That's lack of communication.
That is a lack of communication.
You're not really telling your real, actual sexual urge.
So you are saying something. Can I come up and tell a man that? Can I come up and tell my wife that I like somebody licking my? Even if my asshole that I want somebody, yes, I will. I will, babe. I want you to be doing this or whatever. Then it's something that you communicate about.
How many?
That is the reason. That is
in the realistic world. How many men are actually sitting down, telling their men, just like how many women is sitting down telling their men those things? Let's be in the real.
You know, have you asked? So many people do ask questions, in their relationship. You might not be doing it. You say somebody else might be doing that. That you don't do it.
The only people I know that are open in relationships is lavender marriages. Lavender marriages, everybody know. The only reason the woman is there is to bear kids.
But they are in what? It may be the lavender marriage before they get into it. They discuss that.
That's what I mean.
They discuss that.
Those are the best marriages.
So if they don't discuss that, that's them bring the sexless marriage.
I would rather be in a marriage where everything is laid out on the table. I don't want to get in a marriage 5 years down the line and find out my man loved Johnny. I want to know up front before we go before God. I don't want to find out that my wife then found herself after, because it happens with men and it happens with women. Who wants to find out these things after you done gave somebody 5 years of your life, then changed your name? Who wants to find out these things now? But you've been having these urges. You've been having them.
That is the communication.
That's why you don't. That's why you put it on the table.
That is it. That is the reason why I asked. For how long will that happen before you call it a serious issue? Because when you find out something that you got into marriage,
it becomes a serious issue to me in a marriage after 30 days. It's like you should start asking some type of questions. But this the thing. You can ask all the questions you want. That don't mean you're going to get the answers that you want. You can ask all the questions. People have asked those questions. Are you cheating on me? And what do you get people look them dead in the eye and say, no. Are you crazy? Are you mad? They say those things. Babe, why are you insecure? And you asking them. But they not man and they not woman enough to tell you right then and there because it's on the spot. They don't got time to think of no answer. So that's why they come up with a lie. And to make you think you a fool and make you think you crazy.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Why I send that? But women do that a lot.
That's why.
Babe, why are you doing that? So you don't trust. Once something comes about, oh, you don't trust me. So why wouldn't you trust? I don't think that's it. Because why will you just bring it in and say, what are you talking? You don't trust me. What will bring about you don't trust me from the first beginning? If you are watching this and you are going through something similar, just know you are not alone. Conversation like this are where healing can begin. Listen to this type of conversation. Your healing will begin. And if you find our channel interesting, please don't hesitate to click that like button. Click it, like, share, go on, share it.
Share in the comments if you're going through anything like this.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, back to what we are saying. So, doctor, at this point, we are rounding up on this episode. I want you to tell our audience what, for your own opinion, your humble opinion, what could they do to, one, rebuild their marriage, two, what role should they play to, cut off anything sexless marriage or to rebuild their marriage? What are their main roles as ladies? What are you advising them to do if they are passing through this?
One, if you're trying to rebuild a sexless marriage, I feel like you should seek some type of counseling.
To the camera, yeah.
You should try to seek some type of counseling. And if counseling don't work, try to do some couple rebuilding, things. Try to get with other couples. Try to go to therapy with other couples that's having the same issues and see what they have done to rebuild their marriage. And if it's to the point to where you can't communicate with your spouse openly about your needs that you should be getting met in a marriage, I feel like the exit point is solely up to that person. When I would never sit up and tell someone when they should leave a marriage. To me, I'm not there to go through it, just like you're not there to go through it. Nobody is there to go through it but you. So it's whenever you feel the need to get up and go, you get up and go. Or if you feel the need to stay, you stay. If you feel like your marriage is worth you rebuilding and stand, if you love your spouse that much, then you stay and stick through it. But if it's to the point that you can't deal with it anymore, then do what's best for you. And that's what you should always do in life. What is best for you.
Thank you, viewers. At this point in time, Dr. Lachey has said it all. And remember, I'm Jb-Arinze Okonkwo, your host. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to JB-Boscant TV, where all stories matters and all voice is heard. Thank you all, and have a nice day. Bye.